Good evening, everybody. What's going on? Good to see y'all. What's up, Mizroy? What's up, Nemrin, Amerikansky, Zem? Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're all doing well. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing all right myself. It's been another one of those eventful days. That was far busier than I thought it would be. A lot going on in the Oddish household at the moment. My older daughter has begun braces, and I'm sure more than a few of you out there will remember what that was like, so. But it seems to be treating her okay so far, more or less. We have a house project going on right now, some rewiring to make internet access throughout the Oddish domicile more contiguous. And yeah, that pretty much occupied her day almost entirely. So, like I said, it's been a week. Good, eventful, or bad? I would say good. Just busy-ish. Busy with things that need to get done, but yeah. They're getting there. Everything's getting there. Everything is underway, so. Yeah, just I'm an anxious person. I worry about things turning out okay, so when there's a lot of things in progress, I tend to get anxious in greater volume, even though kind of pointless to worry about anyway. Yeah. You're not the only one to say that. At least the fridge is still working. Good evening, Lojo. Hi, good to see you. Hope you're all doing very well tonight. I got this, so I can't be doing all bad. Also, I happen to notice the text on this book here is not like random scribbling. It actually says things. But like I see country names down here. Like between credits and license, I see Turkey. And then under that line, I see local people. Under that, I see Atlantic. Generations. Land of Newfoundland, something of Europe, which is kind of funny since absolutely none of those things exist in Pathfinder, unless I am just wildly unfamiliar with the setting. There, I played a fun free Metroidvania. Nice, very nice. Oh, I played something today. I actually had a little bit of time to play some stuff before dinner tonight. I got Steam to finally let me buy a thing. And I played some Atomic Crops today, which is like it's a top-down roguelike shooter where you're farming in like a wacky wasteland. So like during the day, you go out scavenging around for seeds and stuff and planting them. And then at night, all kinds of horrible critters come to eat your crops. So you got to defend them. It is absolute chaos. It is a lot to keep track of. I'm sure if I played enough of it, I would eventually understand the speed of it. And it wouldn't all seem so overwhelming, but oh my Jesus Christ. Like, to plant something, you gotta till the soil, you gotta plant the seed, you gotta water the seed. You should fertilize it if you remember to. I forget half the time. And then you collect it, and then after you collect it, you gotta go through that whole process again. Till, plant, water, fertilize, harvest. Technically, Earth exists in the Pathfinder universe, just a different galaxy, and it's like 1910-ish. Okay. Been wondering about that one. It seems good so far, but yeah, like they start you out spinning all the plates. Like, it is so much to keep track of. And the combat is pretty intense too. They'll throw bosses at you every third night, and like the first boss is a big pain in the ass. So yeah, but again, I think if you put in the time to come to grips with it, it can be pretty solid. There's an adventure called Rasputin Must Die. Nice. So yeah, that was cool. Yeah, I bought Atomic Crops, and I bought a set of 3 games on like cryptography, I think. They're all from a single dev. What's up, Satellite? Good to see you. They're all from a single dev. They're all, I think, first-person games, but like one of them is in like a museum of cryptography, and the exhibits are ciphers that you're supposed. I think the game is called Cipher, maybe. But yeah, all the exhibits are ciphers you're supposed to figure out. So they made that one. They made another one about deciphering a mystery language, and then a third one that's sort of seems like ARG puzzles, but not with no actual ARG, just the puzzling part. So they look cool, and all of them together were like $3. So I was like, sure, why not? Yeah, if you're curious about Atomic Crops, it's part of the Raw Fury sale right now, and it's like $2 something. It will not set you back much. So good evening, R. Dominic. Good to see you. Let me link these for you real quick. Sorry about the music. It's gonna cut out as this loses focus. But yeah, Atomic Crops is currently $2.99. And then what's that other one I got? All right, so this is the one I saw that got me interested. It's called Cipher. And yeah, the developer made a couple other games. Oh, haha. This is the Hexels guy. I should have known. The guy who made Hexels went on to make some other puzzly things. Cipher, Alchemia, and wait, what's the third one? Is the third one not him? An Epigraph. Oh, Epigraph's the newest one. It might just not be listed in his thing. But yeah, that's cool. I don't know that I'm gonna stream any of them. They seem like kind of personal things. I don't know how exciting it would be to watch me sit there and stare at a cipher for like 20 minutes trying to puzzle it out. We could try it, but you're gonna have to check these out. They're all up your alley. Oh, perfect, great. I had a feeling somebody around here would appreciate it. But yeah. That's really about all I got going on right now. Good evening, F-Zero Racer. This is Friday, you're gonna play the Minecraft. Yeah, I really need something to empty my head. Just Minecraft, man. Minecraft. Good evening, Arcane. Just got some Jack in the Box. Nice. Wow, I haven't eaten a Jack in the Box in years. Years upon years upon years. I literally don't remember the last time I ate a Jack in the Box. And I don't miss it. But I hope you're enjoying it. I hope it treats you well. So, well, since F-Zero Racer has inquired, why don't we talk about the schedule and then launch back into some Wrath of the Righteous so people can make their educated decision on tonight's democratic playthrough. This is, of course, a democratic playthrough, night 11, I believe. We are deep into the crusade to retake Dresden. And if you want to see more of that, if you'd like to see Wrath of the Righteous continue into next week, then you need to vote for it. You need to vote for it to continue. And if you don't, if you're ready to move on to something else, anything else, couldn't even tell you what else it would be, vote to game over, and next week we'll start something fresh and different. Once again, makes no never mind to me. I am very much enjoying streaming this game. When y'all do eventually vote it out, I will very much enjoy playing it in my own time. Same experience for me, really. And don't worry about what anybody else is voting. Vote your conscience. Vote the way you wish. Because the system only works if people are honest with themselves and each other about what they want. Get cooking at Dresden. I will say, we may still be a ways off from Dresden, because we are gonna have to clear the demon forts, and we're gonna need a bigger army for that. It may take a while to build up a bigger army. So, Arcane, for you in particular, if you're holding out to get to Dresden, I can't say how many nights that'll take. We ain't getting there tonight. I can assure you of that. Like the curly fries and mozzarella sticks. You know, it's been a long time since I had a good curly fry. Or any curly fry, that is. Because pretty much all curly fries are good. Frankly. Never had a bad one. Staring a cipher for 20 minutes is the sort of content my viewers don't watch because I don't do good streams. Live across the street from a Jack in the Box, get breakfast around kitchen. How is their breakfast, actually? I'm always curious about fast food places' breakfasts, because I don't get them very often. I like McDonald's, I love Wendy's, and Carl's is okay. Okay, I can't even decide what you're doing on Friday. You're giving this the ability to force you to decide on something for next week too. Sounds fun! Best thing it offers homemade pork taquitos and bean burritos. Those sound good and also rhyme. So I can't complain about that. All right, tomorrow night, no Wrath of the Righteous tomorrow night, no matter what you vote, because it's not Wrath of the Righteous night, it's Power Hours night. We're starting March of 1995. We're gonna be playing Super NES games and probably maybe some Game Boy games, and that's probably it for now, anyway. Power Hours will continue into Saturday. Friday, I don't know. Friday is going to be a flight of fancy for me. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't tried the breakfast option except for taco 2-pack. My mom's obsessed with them. Wendy's is back. Wendy's breakfast is so good, man. Wendy's breakfast is so good. Your night on the big screen. Lodra, you know better than to tell me that. Because I'm here. All right. Thursday. Follow whatever the people have chosen. Execute anyone who says different. Friday's the Jack in the Box Power Hours. Power Hours sponsored by Jack in the Box. I typed when you said that you were doing tomorrow. Oh, Thursday is my night on the big screen. Well, you should have clarified, because now you're gonna have to suffer that twice. 2 nights in a row. Oh, you poor, poor person, you. Ah, well. Wages of sin. But yeah, that's the plan. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. What is not simple and straightforward is our march to Dresden. Our crusade. But we're taking a little pit stop. We're stopping off at a little village that our Griffin buddy remembers from his day. Roseworthy, you were on my big screen, so it wasn't wasted. Oh, good. I'm happy to hear it. I still hated it, but it wasn't wasted. I'm not straight either, it's okay.
Can we rest now? No? How about now?
Okay, that's pretty funny. We are doing... What are we doing? We are doing... Ah! Ulbrig. Call of Memory. We're at Current Glen. Where did this relic come from? This moss-covered fossil that somehow came back to life. His kind went extinct a century ago, yet this barbarian, as surprising as it is, does not have the faintest idea about the present state of affairs. Perhaps observing his behavior in an unusual environment could prove to be a source of valuable knowledge about human nature. That's oddly specific. If he doesn't believe this country has perished, Ulbrig has invited the commander to visit a village where he has kin. He's in for bitter disappointment, either that or it's the commander who will be greatly surprised. Place your bets now, I guess. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I see a skeleton. And not the fun, rattly bonesy kind, the environmental storytelling type.
Can't hide this from my eyes.
But how? Who could have? Ulbrig gazes at the time-ravaged remnants in confusion. I visited here just a month ago. Everyone was alive, but now... I'm sorry, I need this guy to get this shit straight. Not a month ago, Ulbrig. 100 years have passed. Not that 100 years. Nonsense again. I don't believe it. It's impossible. This is all fake. An illusion conjured up by oglins to hide the real village away from prying eyes. Ulbrig's eyes madly dash from one decrepit wreck to another. We must search everything, find the people, learn where they're being kept, free them, and snap the horns off the puxies that did it. That sounds some kind of Fey slur. Puxie. Probably shouldn't repeat it. Scroll of Sea Invisible. Nature.
Never seen anything like it.
Check failed. This is your village, bro. What's up, Manic? How you doing? Well, they left us a nice potion of Feather Step.
I have a hunch.
Oh, really? The skeleton has something on him. Shocking. Scroll of Death Ward. It's a good point. Does everyone have their environmental storytelling pose figured out when the bombs drop? You know how much time you don't want to get stuck with a dumb one? I have not. I have not. Oh, that's bad. Whoa. Getting some cinematic camera angles, chat. See, War Chief, someone still lives here after all. It must be a spirit. And it doesn't look hostile. You say so, man. This isn't what I expected to see here. All right, I got a decent chance of passing this. Nope. It's a repulsive rotting corpse. Can we take it down? Nope. You take it down, but with difficulty. Alas, you do it none too deftly. The body falls and hits the ground noisily. It seems to have attracted someone's attention. Oh, no.
Yet another obstacle.
Oh, no. We're going to see how easy these guys are. I'm going to real time it. Lacedon Murderer. That doesn't sound good. I'm missing like crazy. There you go. All right, that went well enough. Ulbrig and Woljik took a little damage. Ooh. +2 leather armor. 2 +2 leather armors is... Yeah, I'll take that. Lacedons are aquatic ghouls. That's very specific. Rotten heavy shield. No thank you. Scroll of Embiggening. Leather armor +2. Nope. 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 My party is kind of armor yes or armor no.
Let us be off.
Says, oh, we want to go that way. Okay. Ghostly shapes flutter in the air. It appears the spirits of dead Sarkorians are still lingering in this place. What do you think, Ulbrig? Happy lives leave no spirits. That much we know. What exactly a spirit needs, though, is something even an experienced shaman can't always work out. Take a good look around this place. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue. What do you want, lost souls? The ghost look at you blankly. It seems you'll not be getting an answer. Heavy shield, a fauchard. I'll take your shiny stuff, though. Good evening, Larecha Spiso. Good to see you. Elven curved blade, great axe. Yeah, okay. Them loxodons. Uh-oh, cave.
We will be victorious.
Oh, crap. Skeletal sneak. You sneaky little Skullington. Oh, shit. No, there's one here. Fuck. I wasn't paying attention.
Forward.
If I survive this, it'll make for a good story.
Did you see that?
What is going on? Why is there Howling Spectre?
You should have listened
Shoot
to reason.
him. Sneaky bone, man. What's up, Lord Crispin? Alright. Well, Ulbrig and Wolja got pretty messed up. Outside of that, did okay. Full plate, tower shield, cold iron, masterwork longsword. I will take these things. I will take these things and I will make them mine. Short sword +1. Short sword plus nothing. Leather armor +1. That's the crime. I'll get my alibi ready. Crime is being irresponsible by watching the stream when I should be sleeping. Well, remember, I'm not here to encourage good habits. Used to be a passage leading to another part of the village. It was destroyed in a landslide.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Pretty much always a trap. Buildings larger and more solidly built than the rest. It must be the house of an elder or chieftain. Alright. There we go. Trickery. Trickery, thy name is Woljif. Do it again.
Pretty good, aren't I?
If you did it the first time, sure. Thing. Full plate +2.
Switching. Must be a sign.
And a blessed amulet. Gold-plated bad habits. Gold-plated enablement. Well. I'm all for being vigorous, but I think this full plate's actually gonna be better. Clong. So quite miffed I'm tasked to attend to 7 a.m. meeting, but I'll manage. Yeah, that is, no lie, that's some bullshit.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Oh, the waiting. Let's see. Channel some positivity. Alright, good enough for me. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. Good enough for Mew. Alright, into the cave. So last time we did a cave, it didn't go so hot. Let's see what happens this time.
Can't hide this from my eyes.
More trickery.
Don't blame me.
Cool. So cool. He is exhausted. Woltif is just in terrible shape. He's fatigued and exhausted. All of the above. Oh, he's really slow. All right, look.
Oh, skip the pleasantries.
I'm pretty sure I need to rest before I do anything else, but I'm gonna kind of forge ahead and see what I can see. Maybe this is a non-combat cave. Nah, it's a ghost. Leave! This valley of sorrow and grief is no place for the living. Evil, I'll just loot your corpse and be on my way. I mean, that's what I'm going to do anyway. But apparently it's not evil unless I just come out and say it. Why are you telling me to leave? Leave! It hurts too much to sense life near me. I'll tell you nothing. Not a great persuasion roll, but let's give it a try. Failed! Spirit howls terribly. Open your eyes. This place is cursed. There's no saving it. Your life will be snuffed out. Just like, go. I have to go. It is for the best. Get back. Do not disturb the repose of the damned. Wow, okay, he really doesn't want me looting his corpse. I mean, that's really kind of selfish when you think about it. Like, you're not using it anymore. Auga. It's the party cave, chat. Good evening, Deep Thought. Good to see you. So, Albrig's voice is deceptively calm, and only the vein pulsing to shaved temple betrays his true feelings. He slowly looks around the dungeon, breathes in the fetid air, runs a hand along the wall, and studies the grime clinging to his fingers. So, did you not know about this place? Of course not. How could I have? I thought it was a place for storing things. Well, like corpses and human sacrifices. They gotta go somewhere, man. What is this? It's a shrine, War Chief, and not one you would build to honor the gods. See this altar? Wasn't no goat kids they butchered here. Albrecht clenches and unclenches his fists, his fingers turning into sharp claws for a brief moment. A vile cult of some man-eating filth right under our feet. What happened here? A slaughter. First the ritual kind, followed by the regular sort. So it wasn't Oglins that put the village to the torch, it was people. They sold themselves out to the Oglins and raised arms against their own. So your kin from this village were worshipping demons? Ulbrich scowls, his gaze roaming between you, the bones scattered on the floor, and the blood-streaked altar. In the end, he stubbornly shakes his head. No, I do not believe this. It cannot be. They were my kin. We drank from the same flagon. Surely I would have noticed if they were up to this foul business. If it wasn't your kin who did it, how do you explain what we found? They must have been outsiders of some kind. Heck, maybe they weren't even from Sarkoris. The border's a stone's throw away from here. They came brandishing their cult, killed everyone, and built this rotten thing in the cellar to shift the blame to our people. That's what happens. Well, you just wait, you blackguards. See, pagan rituals are all fun and games as you have to start thinking about storage and cleanup and Did people worship demons in Sarkoris? Folks worshipped all kinds of things. Ulbrich pensively tugs at a lock of red hair. We're not Mendevians. We don't teach each other which belief is right. Of course, most stuck to the gods and spirits of their homeland. But if the otherworldly powers called and you answered, worship Pelura's frozen backside or a puxy on a flying broomstick if you like. Nobody will bat an eye unless you start pestering others with your faith. That's interesting. And also sounds potentially hazardous. Sure does suck when your neighbors become crazy cultists. There was a big commotion in Sarkoris, as I recall, when that troublemaker Rodin showed up. Back then, some god of crickets or grasshoppers had gained quite the following. Can't remember which. Those crackpots minded their own business until that bigwig from Absalom, a living god and all, proclaimed they were worshipping Oglins. Drove them off, set fire to their shrines. They turfed him out of the country, which is fine by me. He would have started hounding somebody else, mark my words. A Rodin waged war on the cult of Deskari the Locust Lord, the one we are currently fighting. Did he? So Rodin was right after all. You don't say. And we called him every name under the sun. Ulbrich scratched the back of his head. But no, we must have taken against him for a reason. If that Lord of Weevils was so nasty, why didn't Rodin put an end to him along with his cult? So much for being a living god. He came here, made a mess, didn't finish what he started, and skipped back to Absalom in time for tea. That's no way to do a job, now is it? No, it's not. Ha! Absalom has been the city at the center of the world, a metropolis-sized showcase the greatest treasures on all Galarian. The city not only holds a key strategic position for both commercial and military endeavors in the region, but encompasses the site of the ascension of 4 deities and claims to have been founded by none other than the last Aslanti, the god Rodin. Alright, so apparently there's only one way to push this forward. Stop denying the obvious. What makes you think anything here is obvious? We're up to our necks in Oglins, demons, fae, angels, and all kinds of things that go bump in the night. You know how fond they are of messing with mortals, don't you? No, you can't trust your eyes. You gotta follow your heart. My heart is telling me our people would never do something like this. Spoiler, I bet they did something like this. What are we gonna do next? Not much to do, is there? The ones who did this to my kin are long gone. We won't be able to handle it alone. So that's that. This is serious business. We need help. Let's head on up to the Stone of Voices. In an hour, the whole of Sarkoris will know of the slaughter. They won't be able to hide from entire country. Come on. The Stone of Voices, you say? Rusty longsword. Guessing all this junk is pretty worthless. Scimitar. Rusty bardiche. Another rusty short sword. That's an unidentified tower shield. It's +2 tower shield. That's good for me. But we seem to have pissed off enchanted animated weapons. Okay.
Cover me, all right?
Help him with that one, please.
Nice hit. Now it's my turn.
Hang on. You've met the enemy enchanted animated longsword who possesses the ability damage reduction of the N type. It cannot be overcome. Sometimes we meet enemies whose damage reduction cannot be overcome. All physical damage they receive will be reduced. Darren has channel some shit. So channel some. There we go. Channel some shit, boy. Good work, everybody. Man, Ulbrich just gets savaged in these fights. Unholy longsword +1. Nice. Corrosive longbow. Rusty flail. Alright, well anyway. You. Tower shield +1, no. Tower shield +2. Boop. Unholy longsword +1. Well, what does unholy mean? Unholy weapons imbued with unholy power. The power makes the weapon evil aligned and thus bypasses the corresponding damage reduction. Deals an extra 2d6 points of damage against all creatures of good alignment. Alright. And then I got a... Not that. Not that. Corrosive longbow +1. That sounds pretty good. Lan, what are you currently using? Manic, thank you so much for subscribing for 47 months. Equip canoe. I think my gym teacher in middle school was named Rusty Flail. That seems to be a lot more damage. Ish. Hang on. Alright. Composite adds your strength bonus to damage. Keen doubles the threat range. I ain't reading all that. And then +2 enhancement. Corrosive, deal an extra 1d6 points of acid damage, and it's I feel like this corrosive longbow wouldn't actually do much more damage, averaging things out. Like, it may do more damage at the top end, but it has a lower base, and I think I'd be less likely to hit with it. So. Somebody else could take it if they wanted it. Or not. Why are some of your stats in red? What, like these? These? Oh, it's because we're all fatigued. Everybody has a -2 to strength and dex. Oh, that seems bad. Oh, are you friend? Can we be a buddy? Are we buddies? Buddies? What's that? Corrupted totem. Fortunately, it looks like we just disarmed some kind of trap. Okay, cool. I turned something off. Aerial Totem Guardian. Maybe I don't have to fight these guys now.
Let's move.
Oh god, there's another cave. Whoa! Those are not glasses. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they aren't. You are wrong. Mask of the Rapid Bites. Whenever the wearer of this mask hits an enemy with a bite attack for the first time in a round, they immediately make another bite attack with the full attack bonus. I think you're the closest thing we have to a biter, so yeah, enjoy. I have glasses, I wish they look like that. I mean, now he kind of looks like Griffith from Berserk. After, you know. Yeah, finally we got to level up. All right, Tower Shield Specialist Ho. What do we got? All right, well, we need more athletics. And you need to be smarter about the world, and these really don't matter. Nature and perception and stuff. Okay, feats. Feats. Okay, last time I took cleave. So now we can take cleaving finish. I think let's do that. I think there was some other thing that I considered as great cleave. I'll go cleaving finish for now. Cool. Okay. I already have 2 feet. I need more. I need all the feats they can get me. All right. Now we'll go through the motions for everybody else. Athletics, mobility, nature, and perception for him. Shifters multi-attack. Secondary attacks with natural weapons, including textures. Take only a -2 instead of -5. Cool. Good for you. Happy for you. I have a feet fetish. I think all Pathfinders do, frankly. Mobility, trickery, stealth, perception, and magic devices. Combat casting. Adept at spellcasting when threatened or distracted, you get +4 bonus on concentration checks made to cast a spell used. Cool. Also, haste and heroism. Fine by me. All right. Land, athletics, mobility, and perception. Clustered shots. Take a moment to carefully aim your shots, causing them all to strike nearly the same spot. When you use a full attack to make multiple ranged weapon attacks against the same opponent, total damage from all the hits before applying... total the damage from all the hits before applying the opponent's damage reduction. Nice. So instead of 3 individual hits, each suffering individually from damage reduction, it basically becomes one giant hit that takes less of a hit percentage-wise from damage reduction. If I'm understanding this correctly. All right. Husbando gets Arcana, World, and Persuasion. Spell Penetration. Spells break through spell resistance more easily. We were talking about this yesterday. The spell penetration tax, is it? Combat healer. You cast a cure spell. You cast a swift action. Okay, cool. And unbreakable heart, sure. And blessing of luck and resolve. Spell grants the target +2 morale bonus on saving throws against fear effects. And resist energy communal. Sure. Great. Love it. At least I don't have to figure it out. Alright, Scroll Savant, what you got? Knowledge, lore, magic device. Yep, greater spell penetration. I love it. Man, she already had spell penetration. Stuff was still bouncing in that one fucking cave. Phantasmal Killer. You create a phantasmal image of the most fearsome creature imaginable to the subject simply by forming the fears of the subject's subconscious mind as something that its conscious mind can visualize. On this spell, subject can see the phantasmal killer. Target first gets a will save to recognize the image is unreal. If that save fails, the phantasm touches the subject, and the subject must succeed at a fortitude save or die from fear. Even if the fortitude save is successful, the subject takes 3d6 points of damage. So if they fail that first will save, they're in bad shape. And shadow conjuration. Make illusions. Nah, bees! Not the bees! Auga. Sorry, was there anything else over here that I should... Maybe. Let's see here.
I have a hunch.
He's hunching. Alright, you know what? This is getting annoying. Fine, we'll rest. Whatever, man. Or, you know, not. Their fancy fucking camp won't go anywhere.
This is my kind of work.
I learned this from
Rushing
my
River, known
grandpa.
as the Frigid River, used to be the beating heart of the entire settlement. Fishing is the primary trade of the local residents. Pick. Lockpick that.
You ask me. This is my kind
There
of
we
work.
go. An emerald. Not sure that was worth it, but whatever. Okay, don't need to worry about that.
Follow me.
Oh, we're gonna touch thingy. Wolf, get over here. We're gonna touch a thingy. I want you here in case we all die. Wouldn't want you to miss out on that.
Here it is, look! The Stone of Voices, and scarcely a mark on it. Now I'll find out what's going on here. I'll call the tribes from all over Sarkoris. They'll see the spirits, and together we'll work out what kind of scoundrel is behind all this. We'll find them, catch them, and rip their head off.
Nice. Are you finally gonna tell me where the stone is?
I already told you, it's a Stone of Voices. What's unclear about that? Or aren't your ears working? A magic stone. Stones like these can be found all over the country. Druids and other folks who communicate with spirits use these stones to send messages to each other. If there's anyone left alive in all Sarkoris, I'll get an answer through this.
Ulbrich, no one is going to answer you. There's no one left.
Enough of your lies! A whole country perished just like that? Not possible.
Friendo, let me tell you about a place called the United States of America. And the events of 2025. Was that wolf that called us here?
A spirit, most likely, or else someone sent us a vision. I don't know what it means, but it's a good sign. Someone wanted to talk to us, so they called us to the stone.
The
Like
stone.
not everyone in Sarkoris perished after all. Huh?
Well, I won't get in your way.
I like to see somebody try.
Nothing happens.
Hold on. Something's not quite right here. Now, let's see.
Frowning, Ulbrich traces his fingers over the runes, but all he manages to elicit is a weak, barely visible shimmer deep in the grooves of the stone's carvings. A minute passes in tense silence, then another. Finally, Ulbrich removes his hand from the stone. 404 Druid OS not responding. Have you tried turning it off and back on again? Maybe the stone is broken. Well,
I feel nothing. There's no one there. They're gone. They're all gone. In all of Sarkoris, there's not a single living voice. How can this be? My country is gone. My clan is dead. My god does not speak to me. My time has been and gone 100 years past. Who am I now? Who in the world has need of me now?
Digging his fingers into his mane of red hair, Ulbrich stares unseeing at the lowering sky. Baleful Greater Apocalypse Locust. What are filthy crusaders seeking here? Have you led these people here to feed them to me? Commendable. You the vermin that destroyed the village, now you're gonna pay for everything you've done. And here's the little man with red hair. My master warned me you were dangerous, but to me, you're just a light snack. Who are you? I am your doom. I am the one who'll feast on your remains. What are you seeking here? My master sent me to block your path. Your path to a place that's off limits to the curious. And who would your master be? So many unnecessary questions. What for? You're never going to need that knowledge. Die, scum.
Can we retreat already?
That half-dead pile of fur still baring her teeth? Fine. She won't be able to save you forever. Oh, god damn it. Alright, well. That's fear. Got here since the beginning of the stream. What happened? Meanwhile, what's up with Ghost Dog? So we've been exploring Ulbrich's old village. He refused to believe that Sarkoris is gone until we essentially proved it to him. We took him to this magical stone that should allow him to network with other Sarkorians, and there aren't any. They're all dead. So he's just now coming to grips with the fact that he's a man out of time. When a giant scyther-looking thing showed up and taunted us. Ghost Wolf, who we don't know what the deal is with the Ghost Wolf. Kind of interrupted it. Now we have to fight a bunch of Vermilix.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
That was good. That was good. You did good.
This will be the stuff of legend.
6 damage. I don't think 6 damage is gonna be the stuff of Legends, champ.
Mind over muscle.
If
Thunk.
I survive this,
God, I
it
hate
will
that.
make for a good story.
We won't falter.
Nice miss.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Well, I don't like that. So we got an incubus, another vermlick, and a succubus. Even tried unplugging the stone of voice and plugging it back in again, and it didn't work. Let's see. Alright, enhanced with prayer.
Distract them from me.
Got some good shanking going on.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Huh, got countered. Oh, Nenio. Unfortunately, I don't think... Let's see if we do this. Nah, he saved.
Strike with all your might.
Crunch.
You won't survive me.
That's pretty good.
Tactical retreat. No.
Nice hit.
I believe... Yes, Woljif has been dominated. He's probably into it. Alright, let's shake some bones. I didn't shake his bones quite hard enough. But we got close.
Clawing time.
Woljif, I will temporarily kill you if I have to. I'm doing it. I don't even care if that was a bad idea. I love the grease spell.
I can't die now. I'm not nearly rich enough.
Endure this.
Bang. Damn. Man, she is really swift on her feet.
Out of my sight.
I love it. Oh, come on. This is just getting excessive. Ooh, a lascivious succubus. Nice.
Make every strike count.
Okay, she tried to dominate land, that didn't work. Man, I'm tired of that. Man, I'm tired of that. Man, I'm tired of that. Getting adjectives on these succubi. Is our man Gwyrm? He's back at camp. He's Gwyrming with the best of them. All right. I'll rattle your bones, lady. Nope, her spell resistance is too high.
We won't falter.
So, like... Why did Dolok kill Woljif?
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
He's treating him as an enemy while dominated.
This condition is irrational.
Woljif, not Darren. Okay. Okay.
You won't survive me.
Vision blur. boring. Legs are shaking. Peculiar. I dedicate my body to science.
How many fucking casts of that do they get? Christ. Thud.
Endure this!
Thud.
I will see to your demise.
Wait, now Nenio's alive again?
You're irrelevant.
How did these fucking things
I'll
happen?
remove this obstacle.
Strike with all your might. Make every strike count. Precision.
Thunk. Ha!
You should have listened to reason.
We can do it. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
How did Lan miss a prone person 3 times in a row?
Make short work of this.
Thud.
Forwards. We won't falter. You won't survive me.
Christ, okay. Alright, everybody up. Everybody up. These are just long swords, those are just scimitars or masterwork or whatever. Okay, I don't know. The stone is silent. Disease, sap the tree with strength, felling it would be easy. And made a bridge, cool. However, there is another cave. There's always another cave. I'm sorry, Grease is hands down the funniest spell in this entire game. Like, I don't care if there are other spells in this game. They can't top Grease. The gift that keeps on giving.
March on.
Alright, it's not a big cave. Let's see what's in here. Something horrible. Skulls are emanating from it.
Smile, the world's not ending just yet.
Grease remains viable for a long time in the higher levels. That's Skull Fountain. Alright. Good enough for me. This is a Reach Metamagic Rod. This rod grants his wielder the ability to make up 3 spells they cast per day. Reach as though they were using the Reach spell feat. I assume just longer range. It goes spells go farther than normal, whatever. Give it.
To the glory of the Oles clan!
Use a rod, put in a belt slot, and activate as long as it's active. Okay. Alright, sure. Shadows. I don't think these are trash mammals.
Endure this.
Wow.
Your performance is lacking.
All right.
You are lacking.
You are lacking. I like that. Oh, you have to have a melee weapon for that. Okay.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Oh god, there's one in Darren's face. I didn't even realize that.
Out of my sight.
Nice shot, idiot. Too far away.
Strike with all your might.
Oh, maybe they're just spawning in whenever they feel like it. Kiwa, why are things red? Trying to weather portraits are Ulbrig and Woljif red? Because they're on death's door. They suffered otherwise fatal wounds.
You're irrelevant. I'll dissect your cadaver.
Make every strike count.
Nice.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Interesting. That seems bad. It means if they die, I need to reload. That's all.
Time to share your treasures.
I will see to your demise.
Oh yeah, you can't charge while you're fatigued.
We can do it.
Yeah, strength damage from these shadows.
I'll remove this obstacle.
I will say, I will say, the further I get into this game, it's starting to mount more and more really obnoxious systems.
They better start running.
Like level damage, stat damage, fatal wounds, constant fatigue, artificial fatigue. Like, it's starting to feel like a lot. Get across. Okay, well, there's something over there. Nothing over there. And up to that point, this is the friendlier version of D&D with this bullshit.
Well, this didn't go well.
What was that? Lan... Oh. So Lan's athletics check failed, so we still got over, but now everybody is exhausted on top of being fatigued.
Onwards.
Aubrey was also taking a bunch of AOs. Does he have he does not have a weapon, no. I thought that was the point of him having shapeshifter claws.
Ask nicely. Fine.
Are his claws activated?
You asked
Yes.
me.
They should be.
Will I ever see Sarkoris green again?
No, they were turned off again.
Who, me? Pretty good, aren't I?
Apparently, I also need to babysit his claws, too. Are we just... a frost falcon? Falchion. Foul thingy. That nobody can use. Yeah, the other problem with Ulbrig, I don't have anything he can use. I have no weapons for him at all. Period. Does he have a birdie beak? He can, when he wants. Alright, I do not remember how far we are from the camp. This is another one of those things, like game design things. Like, yes, the party is tired. Yes, the party is exhausted. No, you don't actually have to make the party physically move at a snail's pace. It doesn't really add anything to the game to do.
The mongrel did it.
Alright, let's see where we are in the world. Alright. Bye. No, I actually do want to hang on to all that stuff. Town portal's a cheat mechanic if you aren't going to let people camp anywhere. Honestly, I think town portal is a brilliant bit of quality of life concession. Like, why not? Why not just let people go back to town and do their shit whenever? I'm sorry, did I see that turn green for just a second there? Maybe not. If anything does lesser restoration. Actually, you do.
Are made to be broken.
That... Oh, God, that took forever to do. Wow, that takes forever to cast. Cool. Can we leave, or is Nenio like, no? Nope.
You are my favorite aide.
Nenio's like... What do you have that's so heavy? Really? Okay, sure. She wasn't using it anyway. Okay, so the camp's just back here. 17 hours away. No, I want to get back. I want to get home. Thank you. Before we do that, okay, the army is back to doing things. Goodness, for once we got new coffee machines. Now I don't go make coffee every day. Well, good. Glad to hear it. All right, we got people doing things. Okay, so you want to go like nyat, and then you want to go here. No, you didn't. Oh, shit. Whatever, man. Okay. All right. There we go. More peoples. All right. We have an army. Supposedly, this is doable. Supposedly. Man, some big-ass armies. Alright, we saved before we left. That's fine. Let's do this. Yeah, it's a lot of demon army. Like I said, we're not getting to Dresden tonight. I don't know when we're getting to Dresden. Dresden is a great distance from here, unfortunately. That was good. All right, you... That's not much. I feel like this business section is a bit Star Trek-ish, where the captain has to beam down to personally inspect every planet. Your big shot command staff keep herring off to explore random caves instead of managing the army. It is weird, isn't it? It does feel like two completely different games happening in parallel. You can opt out of the crusade mode. Let's see. Isn't our crusade option is kind of bad? The map unlocks in segments, so you miss out on a bunch of loot. What's up, Firebow? Good to see you. Chop. Free combination, a lot of tabletop RPGs have tried to do a thing like this, where you have PC level play and organization army level play. Not often a good sense of how they integrate. Yeah, just fucking get rid of one of these things. Please. Thank you. Hopping for 10 minutes. Oh, you have class. Well, it's good to see you. What? Oh, infection, okay. It's gonna be like, why? Why are you suffering from low morale when we are winning decisively? I think it's entirely possible to do if the PC team is doing heavy roleplay, means politics and diplomacy, parlay. Management is difficult. Doesn't look that very good in that part. Nobody looks very good in their portrait, frankly. With this garbage in my fur-clad power fantasy. What's up, Eva? Yeah, having dealt with this for a couple nights now, I don't think it's a very good addition to the game. I think Crusade mode would have been much more interesting as like a choose your own adventure story thing. Also, I think Alcat understood that when they got to Rogue Trader, because they made use of that a lot more. After driving away a swarm of demonic flies, the Crusaders discovered the remains of an unfortunate group of Mendevian knights. Their leader had a baldric with an emblem recognized by one of the soldiers as the crest of the infamous fallen knight Malander Linz. Malander Linz was one of the most notable and controversial figures of the Third Crusade. The debate still rages whether his valiant feats of strength and his willingness to make sacrifices in the name of the Crusade balanced out the unholy crime that was exposed after a purge by the Inquisition. It was revealed that Malander Linz had been practicing the forbidden dark arts of magic, turning this knowledge against the demons. Shortly after the discovery, Linz decided to let the debate about his dubious methods rage on without him and secretly left Canabras in the dead of night alongside a group of like-minded deserters. Thereafter, they waged their own war against demons, tracking down, destroying small enemy groups, but ultimately all the members of Malander Linz's squad fell in battle. Scouts discovered evidence that with each passing year, Linz had been descending even deeper into his private abyss of the dark arts. He would have sacrificed everything for victory. The question still remains whether he was a hero or a traitor. And then +2 breastplate. Nice. I've been able to run it. I feel like the game Spellbound Kingdoms is the best rules for integrating those two layers. Everything runs off the same core rules. Improvement over Kingmaker's Kingdom Management, Rogue Trader Colony Management, improvement over the Crusader. Well, Rogue Trader Colony Management is just like an entirely different thing. It's more like what I was saying. It's just like a choose your own adventure. Like if you have the resources for projects, you do projects, and then the big notable ones have their own story decisions. I want to emphasize this for people who are watching and are like, this is a cool RPG, but this whole like Crusade army management thing is a bit naff. Rogue Trader does not have this. The closest thing Rogue Trader has to this is ship battles. But in that, you're not even managing a fleet, it's just your ship. And they're just like a different flavor of the turn-based RPG battles, so. All right. How many cathedrals does our starship boast? More than you can count. An absolutely nonsensical amount. I'll let them all wait there for now. I need y'all to, I want you to go in the camp. Yes. She had to make them wander around a bit. Sorry, I thought you were driving a tank. Commander, ever since he came back to camp, Ulbrich hasn't been himself. No wonder after what you found in that village. I think you better go check on him. What's wrong with him? He sits by the fire, drinking and singing sad songs. He doesn't let anybody get close, and he lashes out at anybody who tries to talk to him. But he's sure to listen to you as war chief. I hope. Alright, thanks. I'll go talk to him. War Chief! Ulbrich's eyes are red with tears. He is clutching a giant flask filled with beer. Come sit with me. We'll drink to the memory of my kin. Give him a proper send-off. Alright. Sit and drink. Ulbrich hands you the flask. The beer smells sweet and pleasant. Unlike any beer I've had. As black smoke rolled over the fields and the white crane flew over the fields, having finished another verse of his endless and dismal song, Ulbrich takes a swig from the flask. Then there was Yngvi, Ilara's boy, a tiny lad, only 9 he was. Such a curious boy. He spent his time climbing trees and scouring ditches, looking for nests or funny-looking pebbles. I gave him a little axe with a carved handle. Now that handle is just lying there on the cave floor. I've seen many things in my time, War Chief. I've gone to war. I've led my clan through a plague, through bitter, hungry winters. I buried fellow warriors, friends, loved ones. But in those days, after the worst winters, there was always spring, and after days of mourning, there were newborn babes to name. That's how it always was, and now, this is it. The end. What's up, Alceris? Good to see you. The end. No kin, no clan, no land. My God is silent. Even my time, even that has passed. Let's have another. That we can do. Just, you know, within reason. Drinking to forget our sorrows is the last thing we should be doing. For as long as we live, it's our duty to remember. Bunch of asshole responses here. Yeah. I don't think you can even begin to imagine what you're going through right now, but I just want you to know you're not alone. That's what it feels like I'm all alone. Tell me, War Chief, who am I now? Who needs me in this world of yours? Good point, you have no one left. Romance. No, we already have one husbando. Alright, don't say that. You're an excellent fighter and a loyal friend. My party needs you. Your party is something, alright. I've never seen a stranger crowd. Oddballs, outcasts, rejects. Well, who am I these days? Another outcast. Which means I really am where I belong. Grieving people are famously good romantic partners. I've never heard of beer tasting like anything besides liquid bread or liquid bread that someone's pissed in. You know, I feel better after talking to you. Thanks, War Chief. You got yourself one crazy world here, but hey, if there are folks like you around, I'll fit in somehow. Right then, enough of that for today. When victory is ours, we can honor everyone's memory properly. We'll take a sober head to win. Alright, we done a good. We did a good thing.
Let's move.
Alright, first of all... Alright, we got other people we gotta level. Alright. Social. Religion, perception, persuasion. Spell focus on conjuration. New spell. That's a fuckload of new spells, dude. Good beers out there. Chocolate stouts are like adult chocolate milks. Alright, our witch. Knowledge, religion, persuasion, use things. Spell penetration, tax. Sure. Sure. Alright, Camellia, what you up to? Trickery and stealth. Alright, weapon focus on rapier. Whole fuckload of new spells for her, too. And Sela. Great fortitude. Cool. Okay. Other thing. You can't cast spells. Yeah, that's it. We have level 4 spells now. Force repentance. Force evil creatures does have. You force an evil creature that does not have the evil subtype to momentarily reflect on its past actions and be overcome by grief and conscience. The target immediately drops prone and begins to loudly confess all of its sins and transgressions of the caster for the duration of the spell. I have no idea how useful this is, but I want to see it work. Thank you, Firebow. Thanks for dropping by. Good luck in class. Hope it goes well. Let's see. I gave you skeletons and elementals. Chaos Hammer. I mean, that just sounds fucking cool. Let's do that. Holy Energy. Holy Smiting. Holy Blighting. Unholy Blighting. Holy Smiting, Unholy Blighting. Restoration doesn't restore lost stat points. So does Sleeping, as it turns out. Don't need to worry about you. Wow, I never set you up with anything. Okay. Well. Let's see. Wait, what's Strand of the Tangle Knot? Doesn't sound very useful. Alright. Bull strength, and then, oh, for Christ's sake. Winter's Grasp is just greased by another name. False life. Temporary hit points. Cause wounds. Sickening entanglement. That sounds cool. Just throw some of these on here. Magical investment. Grease by any other name would slip like sleet. Oh my god. Soothing mud. You create an area of healing mud. What the fuck? Dominate animal. Burning entanglement. Jesus. Cast Day Spa. Thorn Body and Dismissal. Spell forces an extra planar creature back to its proper plane if it fails a will save. Huh. Interesting. Let's see Ice Storm. Alright, that's her sorted. That's fear stuff. Fear and death. Divine grace. Courage. Arrow of law. Litany of eloquence. Your litany is a fascinating diatribe of grace, causing your target to do nothing but listen. Huh. And take an arrow. Yes, Phantasmal Killer, please. And can you do? Yeah, you can't do that. Oh shit, we're starting to get things that have components. Wait, does that... Where does this go? Okay. You're fine. You can't cast spells. Oh my god. Haste. 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 Hero. Hold. Hold. Can't cast spells. Okay, I think we're sorted, chat. I think we're sorted. So, time to... Alright, we'll sleep.
Follow me.
Actually, we'll toss some stuff that I don't need right now. In here. Club with nails is so funny. It's a club with nails. That's literally all it is. Oh, I got an amulet of mighty fists. Oh shit, that's for, Ulbrig needs that. Ulbrig wants and needs that. What is that? Swarmbane clasp. Oh. Well, if we ain't fighting swarms, that's not quite so useful, is it? Alright. Rest. Rest.
Fine, so you ate rats and moss and things like that. Well, once when there was nothing else to eat, my old gran stole a rotten fish from the market and made a soup with it. What do you make of that, eh?
You get that this isn't a competition, right?
All right. All right. Everybody should be in pretty good shape at this point.
March on.
March on. Oh, Wilser Garms. All right. Let me get that club with nails back to Nenio. Don't need that. Does somebody... Hang on. Throw that shit on there. Definitely don't want these. The breastplate. Does somebody else want this breastplate? Yes, she can wear that. With Shunk. And then you can have a club with nails in it, because I just find that really funny. Okay. Sell that one. And then, cool. Deal. I want to know... Let's see. Quarterstaff, club, great club, and dart. Well, actually, I could give him a club with nails in it, couldn't I? Doesn't do much damage. Club and great club.
Let us be off.
Show me what. Well, there's a great club. +1 great club. It's 5 to 14. Albrecht gets wizard weapons. Well, druid. Anything else? I guess nobody. I guess nobody makes masterwork clubs. All right, I'm gonna give him a great club and see how he does with it. See if that improves the situation at all. Okay. Also, there's Horgus Gorm. Gorman as he do. Alright. Time to go. I'll stick with the party I have. Actually, I think I'm gonna swap Woljif out for Camellia. I gotta have one of them, as it turns out. Camellia's a Gormlick. Now Horgus levels are maxed out, as Crusade can really kick into high Gorm. All right. Anyway, I need to get the party to Chili Creek. We gotta do that. These armies can move. You... Morale kind of sucks right now, though. I need to get through this demon army is the thing. This demon army consists of... gargoyles, skeletons, and I guess those are whites? I need this army to sit around until she gets her energy back, because I think most of this fight is going to be her scorching raying stuff. By the way, chat, I did take a little peek at some information about the Crusades and army management in this game, and it turns out that Chapter 2 of this game is basically the Crusade tutorial. This is the easy version of this. Nothing you do here really matters. But yeah, after Chapter 2, this whole army management thing kicks into high gear. Like, big time. I mean, the path to this location is unknown. Fuck you. Should only take 19 hours. Alright, let's do it. We're going to Chili Creek. I just want to hit this campsite first. You would like Durlangrisser, you think? Oh, I'm not saying I'm excited about that. I'm not saying that the prospects of that fill me with joy. I'm just telling you what's going on. Jesus fucking God, look at all these spells. Cultists.
I'll cut you wide open. The world in crimson.
That's it. Shank him.
Mind over muscle.
You gotta... Nenio. Nenio.
Precision and grace.
You won't survive me.
Gross. Alright.
Clawing time.
Ooh! He said it was clawing time and he wasn't wrong. Oof.
The spirits demand your blood.
Stab. The spirits demand your blood. At least you're playing. Yeah. Land just, like, vaporizes people. It's pretty gross. What is that?
You're irrelevant.
I'll make short work of this.
Endure this.
Splorch. Baphomet cultists. Free scrolls. I love free scrolls. Free scrolls. Free scrolls. Alright, whatever. Must be some fancy exploding arrows to do that. I don't know how he'd do it, but I'm glad he'd do it. Alright, we're getting our energy back slowly. Oh, that was just reagents. Reagents that I don't use at all. Alright, let's head... All your characters are fatigued. God, Jesus. Alright, sure. Let's see. Land's good at that. You're kind of good at that. You're kind of good at that. So the thing about alchemy and scroll scribing, I don't have the kits necessary for them, so they're kind of just irrelevant. Or elephant.
As such, the genetic predisposition of an individual for magical abilities is not an overriding factor in the manifestation of said abilities in said individual. Hello? Have you all fallen asleep?
All right, cool. We have made it to Chili Creek. And everybody's tired again. Man, just took bloody mess early on. Hey, I'm actually kind of interested in what that was all about. Nenio is...
Follow me.
Nenio's like a true neutral magic scholar. Like, all she gives a shit about is just science and learning. Small doll made of grass tied to a tree with dark blue ribbon. 3 old dolls hanging from the branches. Grass seaweed bodies are slowly rotting away. What she was talking about sounded interesting. Journal! Walks thoughtfully around the grove. He paused in front of a few trees, lingering there for some time. He seems to be examining something carefully. The sound of your footsteps. He turned around abruptly, but the anxious expression on his face quickly gives way to an amiable smile. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. I could be mistaken. Look like you're frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. Still can't get used to living in such a small village. The town where I grew up was a good deal larger and was located near a trade route, so there were always lots of new faces and plenty of people bustling about. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Erastil teaches us to live, but truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. How do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they will accept me as one of their own. So quiet. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. You've chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart. No, Jurna is not the Desna follower. He's the Erastil follower. What do the locals think of Erastil? They're indifferent. They're pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices, and then those priests, all holy and pious, They're surprised when locals kick them out of the village, right into the nearest ditch. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them about old Deadeye and his teachings. Yeah, Erastil, god of the hunt and the hearth. His disciples, the Asmar brother. No, that was, yeah. The Desna people, I forget the main guy's name, but yeah, there was the main guy. We haven't seen him since we left Canabras. And then his initiates stayed behind in the temple. This guy was at... We first met this guy at the Defender's Heart. And he told us that he was heading out to this place. He wanted us to visit when we had the chance, and that's what we're doing now. But yeah, he is a follower of Erastil. Will you show me around the village? Of course, let's go. We'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe we'll even manage to get some peace and quiet. Temporary respite from the hardships of war. Old faded blue ribbons hang from the branches of the tree. Hey, a dead person. They still got an eyeball on him. That's great. And a sling staff. No, thank you. Free eyeball. Collect them all.
Onwards.
What the shit? Don't be afraid, everyone fought bigger ones than this. Really? Oh, we are in... Oh, I think we're just gonna watch them all die, maybe? Can we get in on this? Okay. Yeah, don't be afraid. We've fought beasts like this before, and that person just keels over fucking dead. Hydra. Oh, it's level 5. It has 33 hit points. Okay. It looks a lot scarier than it is, apparently.
Make every strike count.
I mean, it's almost dead at this point. Nenio, can you finish this thing? Yep, there we go. Splorch. That'll teach you to mess with us. Man with green eyes and broad shoulders, a swimmer in the callous hands of a fisherman, shakes his fist at the beast's motionless carcass. Something's got him all worked up. Second time they've crawled out this month. Makes it doubly funny the guy saying we got this died instantly. Actually, I think he got up. I think he was just mostly dead, not all dead. So let him come. A woman, her eyes the same shade of green as the fisherman smiles at you. It's not the first time, won't be the last. What's it matter? They can't hurt us. We can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Marco Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Dolok, the commander of the Crusade. He's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero in our little backwater. It's so nice of you to drop by. Never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. Stop it, I'm not some important guest. Just a mortal, like you. That's right, 2 arms, 2 legs, no horns, halo or fangs or pointy ears, just a normal human. Lan and Woljif might take exception to that. But your reputation precedes you. Our priest here has told us so much about you, we couldn't help but admire you. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at his full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Of course he does. He's commander of the Crusade. Probably could have told you all with his eyes shut. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Rill. She takes care of her children, won't let anyone hurt them. She fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. That's right, and she doesn't drive the beasts away, she'll weaken them so we can kill them and harvest their hides. Who's that? She's right here! Nods towards the river. Do you think this was the Selin? No, it'd take you half a day's rowing before you reach that river. It's big to be sure, and very important. The Selin flows through at least a dozen countries. Where would the great Selin be if it weren't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks such as our dear Icy Rill? People at Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. Priest's observation is matter of fact, but he knows his voice sounds a bit strained. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river, from the wedding wreath we send down a stream to the funeral boat that floats us away on the waters when the time comes. Our mother, Icy Rill, feeds us, gives us water, protects us. The gods are far away, but our Icy Rill is right here, so we treat her with respect. Two, you look very much alike. I assume you're related? Right you are. She's my little sister. Takes after our granny there, memory never afraid. She was always restless, couldn't sit still, and Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. You took after our grandpa, may the river silt be his feather bed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. You look very confident we were giving orders to the other villages during the fight. Are you in charge here? How should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing or two about using a weapon. So some nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be the one following orders. We're not an army and there are no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve the Icy Rill together. Although, truth be told, it's only been the last few years that people have really started listening to us. Before that, the villagers kept to themselves, and no one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea to start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels. But after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. We can see all sorts of things we'd only ever heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair, and people came all the way from Canabras to attend. And then a priest came, and we'd never seen one of those before in these parts. And now, who'd have thought? The commander of the crusade has decided to pay us a visit. Do we actually have the option to... Yep, I don't like either of you die. I genuinely wonder how it would go over on this channel. If I ever tried to do an evil playthrough in one of these games, in a game like this. Where are the grass dolls that hang from the trees in the grove? A shadow passes over Markle's face and he looks away. There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. Just a ritual. How's life in the village now that you've got a priest? Not much has changed. He's a good lad. He does some healing. Never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He also knows a lot of songs. And when he sings, it makes you want to sit and listen. Go full murder hobo. I wonder what game would be good to do an actual evil playthrough in. Any thoughts, chat? Have you played any RPGs that have particularly interesting evil paths? The world wound is not that far away. Have you ever been attacked by demons? No, we've never seen any. Our mother Icy Rill keeps us safe. We should never let such abominations get near us. All right, I have to go. Back to the front. Can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey and swift victory. All right, well, we visited Journal. We did that. Undertale, I mean something a little more involving, like CRPG. Ooh. 1.6 pounds of Hydra eyeballs. Don't really do evil playthroughs and things. That's the thing, yeah.
I am helpful, am I not?
Gloves. Oppressor's gloves. Yeah, most people don't usually do evil playthroughs, and I feel like when people do bother to give it a try, it tends to not be very good. Do I know what your character is doing with all these eyeballs you're collecting? No, probably not. Nenio's strength? Gloves go in their wearer, +2 bonus on persuasion skill checks made to intimidate. In addition, whenever the wearer of these gloves confirms a critical hit, who's good at persuasion? Oh, Darren. Seems appropriate to give him oppressor's gloves. Looks weird too. There's tyranny, but that's sort of cheating. I never finished a playthrough of Tyranny. That could be an interesting one. Stardew Valley. Oh my god, Lojol.
Let us be off.
I think that's more fucked up than any actual evil playthrough in an RPG. An interesting concept, to be sure. First Pathfinder character was a chaotic evil kobold rogue, and he was the least dysfunctional member of the party, including a lawful good paladin.
Let's move.
Like, everybody got issues, okay? Maybe we'll talk about that later.
Follow me.
Alright, Markle and Melissa ended up here. Oh god, we got a shitload more. Oh no, these are the same. Ooh, there's an interesting one. Crusaders are near the world wound. They often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares here? Don't know what you're talking about. I sleep like a dead man. How are things going? Not much happens. Latest news, when I'm fishing, caught some rough. They're big too, nice and plump, fat as piglets. Weevils have eaten through our carrots. Old Breg went up to fix his roof and took a hard fall. Journal is downright wonderful. I don't know, maybe his prayers are working, maybe he has a lucky touch. Oh, I think she's sweet on Journal. Worship main deities. Faith, religions, deities, with all due respect to Journal, and no one out here has the time for such things. Many people in the city can go around saying prayers and listening to sermons. In a backwater place like this, we're just doing what we can to survive. There's only one provider and protector, Icy Rill. Alright, I have to go. Melissa and Marco are worshipping some weird faith thing and probably drown people in the Icy Rill. Fairy Tales of Avestan. Perhaps another time. Pumpkins are American plants, and it's my hobby to note when Yule Fantasy Europe stories have them. And I appreciate it. Say demons in the wound are on the move again. Something's about to happen.
I hope you appreciate this.
A rest is in order.
A rest is in order. Taters and tomatoes. Nice of them to just leave all of their stuff in easily lootable locations. Or Journal. Sure knowing what he's doing. Examine those trees. Okay, yeah. You have nightmares, no trouble. Okay. I like the ducks. Scroll of Veil of Positive Energy and Godspeed Salad. Godspeed you salad. Alright, time to see how a tired bunch of adventurers fares against a dire wolf. Potatoes especially are so beloved that many fantasy stories, even the ones that aim for as medieval as possible, have them. Actually, are we buddies? I don't think we're buddies.
Let us be off.
Save the last one for me.
And of course, there's two of them. Well, we're gonna be resting soon anyway, so we might as well spell up as hard as we can. This is one thing that I'm still kind of adjusting to in this game. I can really use spells as much as I want. Unless the location is absolutely massive, I can spell to my heart's content. Oh my lord, that's a huge area. Because we're just gonna rest once we leave a place. It takes so long to get around the world map. So I don't think that'll be that nice. Let's see if we can entangle them. Holy shit! Jesus Christ!
You should have listened to reason.
I guess just wait? Hang out for a bit? That is an insane amount of entangling. Hi.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay, these guys do not have a whole lot of hit points.
Out of my sight.
You are today's sacrifice.
Mind over muscle.
Splorch. Okay.
Open your heart to me.
You can undo this now. Direwolf, elk, corrupted animal meat. This is a cooking ingredient. Okay. I have successfully skinned an aminal. Godspeed salad sounds like the second funniest name of an item in Pathfinder that I've heard. Well, now you gotta tell us what the funniest is. It's a megaloceros. Megaloceros. It's a dire moose. And I ain't gonna fuck with it. Apparatus of the crab. I like that. The crabaratus. Whoa, there's a plagued Smilodon.
For the glory of the Oles clan.
Oh, there's some plagued shit up here. Plagued Smilodon and there's a plagued bear somewhere, but I don't see him yet.
I will see to your demise.
All right.
We won't falter. Strike with all your might.
Oh, there he is. That is a big ass bear. That is a huge, disgusting bear. that I'm gonna shoot with a goddamn fireball. Or not. You don't have to do shit if you don't feel like it.
You won't survive me.
I want to drive around an armored submersible shaped like a lobster. Tie for best fictional conveyance between that and Lowly Worm's apple. Lowly Worm's apple car is an all-time great. God bless Lowly Worm.
Precision and
Ow. 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 You fuckhead.
We can do it.
All right. How are you feeling about that fireball now? Good? All right. 9 damage each. I'll take it. Surprise rounds, you only get standard action. I see. Okay. Gotcha. Figured it was something like that. That bear has a lot of hit points.
Endure this. Is this a mock fight?
He did 44 damage to that bear. Jesus. Good lord.
This will be the stuff of legend.
Whiff. And then he gets his face eaten.
Go for their hearts.
2 damage. That poor bear.
I'll make short work of this.
You don't have to feel bad for the bear. Ow.
Forward!
Dolock him. Oh, he almost got the full Dolock. Here, magic missile this thing. Thud, 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 thud. Okay.
Make every strike count.
Oh! Oh! Oh. There was a bear there. It's gone now.
Let's move.
No, not this way. I want to go... Yeah, this way. What's this way? Ferocious wolf. Alpha wolf.
I welcome your company.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Exploding animals, is there anything left to skin? Probably. But since they were plagued, I don't think you can skin plagued things. I don't believe that's an option.
Saborane Center.
Wolf. He's wolfing. Let's try a Shadow Conjo. My Jesus Christ. Oh no, that's just what? No. Why is this? Oh, it's for, okay. So I can do like fake spells? See, I thought I was gonna make copies of people. Okay, that's too complicated. Here, use haste. Haste is all allies. Okay. Nee. How alpha is an alpha wolf? Not very. 53 hit points.
You've crossed the wrong line.
Gotta give him a fourth attack. Shadow Conjuration does partially illusory spells, complex, and hate using it in games. Basically a Swiss Army spell.
They don't know how fragile they are.
Crunch. Alright, we're gonna cleave. Oh! That kind of didn't even work. It doesn't even matter.
Out of my sight.
Splorch. Alright. Definitely need to use haste more often. Meow. 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 Everybody's so zippy now. Realize you're playing the game in turn-based mode now. I take it because you're doing a lot of spellcasting. Everything just works better in turn-based. My initial assessment of the game was wrong. Combat works a lot better in turn-based mode. Gives you, I mean, if nothing else, it gives you time to think about what you're doing.
Follow me.
Ferocious Megaloceros. Megaloceros. Is it really an ARPG? Well, I mean, real time with pauses, I mean, that's kind of the classic Baldur's Gate style, right? It's not intended to be an ARPG mode. It's intended to be the old real time with pause. But yeah, it's not as good as just turn basing everything. I think Pathfinder Kingmaker released without turn-based mode. I mean,
Onwards.
that was how the old Infinity Engine games worked. You know? If that's your primary inspiration for your game, probably not gonna have a turn-based mode. So, y'all do understand how long the shadow of OG Baldur's Gate was, right? Like, y'all do get how wildly influential the Infinity Engine games were, yeah? This Infinity Engine you speak of, it's what the original Baldur's Gate was made in. And it is what any game that has this movement indicator was directly inspired by. Like, that movement indicator is identical to what was in the original Baldur's Gate. The real-time mode of this game is essentially identical to how the original Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2 played. And Planescape Torment. And a number of other games that were either built on the Infinity Engine or were just directly inspired by it. So yeah. The Pathfinder games, the Pillars of Eternity games, a lot of modern CRPGs are still influenced by Baldur's Gate and its ilk. Not, funny enough, not by Fallout. Fallout cast a long shadow in other places, as it turns out. Alright, anyway, I looked at my journal because I was like... Alright, we're checking with him. Oh, I never actually settled up what was going on in that cave. That sucks. Okay, I guess we're actually done here. I guess that's... We just came to visit... What's his face? I really do want to know more about those dolls, though. Like, that feels like... Yeah, if I ask them about it again... They're very tight-lipped about it. See, Pillars 1 is getting turn-based patched in. Hopefully it's well done. Might convince you to give it another shot. Yeah. It is... It has taken a long time, but... CRPG developers of all stripes are finally coming around to the conclusion that real-time with pause is not the way. Also, I wonder if anybody would be mad if we camped around here. Probably not, right? Oh, sure, now you give me a nice compact camp. Kind of sad in my estimation. I mean, it's honestly the best of all possible worlds if you have a game that was designed either for real-time with pause or turn-based that adds the alternate mode. Like, I think this is honestly the best compromise to just have both, but I'm also gonna go out and say if you are just gonna have one or the other, it should be turn-based. It should absolutely be turn-based. There is a clear winner here, and it's turn-based.
I am so weary of carrying my pack. I wonder if some chivalrous fellow would deign to help me.
Most certainly. Wait just a moment while I fetch a commoner to carry it for you. We just so happen to have an overabundance of commoners in our party.
Oh my god. Sympathies for real-time with pause fans who are not getting much of a fix going forward, but yeah, I'll take turn-based every time. It's just, it's really... It's not impossible, but it is really, really, really hard to make a real-time RPG combat system that is as strategically satisfying as turn-based. Again, not impossible. I will once again point to that indie RPG Tower of Time, which has a genuinely really good real-time with pause system. The old Infinity Engine games did not. I did not like real-time with pause in Pillars of Eternity either. Idiot's doing. To give me intro Tower of Time, so I suspect part of the issue is the specific details, the combat implementation, Infinity Engine, and successors. It disagrees with you, not the real-time pause itself. I would definitely suspect that as well. All right, how are we doing? I think that might be enough magic to do this. That's 5 casts of Scorching Ray. There's only 3 units in this army. We just saved. I'm gonna give it a try. Let's see if we can plow through this one. My person who likes Pillars of Eternities, Real Time Pause, got roasted on a live stream a few days ago. That is a big fuck off gargoyle, man. Alright, alright, Skeleton Sharpshooters. 45 hit points. Light crossbows, alright. Ghouls, 52 hit points each. Gargoyles have almost 300 hit points each, okay. Where I'd be a shitter and say there is good real-time pause is Final Fantasy 12. I didn't get a whole lot of successors either, though. I mean, let's see if we can just delete these fuckers. Pretty close. That was good. It was good that they did that. Holy fuck! Lay on hands! I cannot lay hands on that rib cage. Yeah, that was not so good. Depending on how many of them I can get back at the end of this battle, I may reload and do this again. Cool, man. Yeah, you can just pass right through my units. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Fine with that. Yeah, I might should have started with them. Tower Time is 90% off right now. It's absolutely worth it. It is, I believe, a very, very good game. Lay on your own hands. Lay on these guys' hands. What did that just do? How did my footmen end up paralyzed? Alright. Had enough. Alright, cool. Alright, Ugh, those are terrible losses. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna do this one over again. Oh my god, there's fucking more demon armies. Would that be this one? Was that before or after? Okay, cool. Good. Alright, new plan. Skeleton sharpshooters die out the gate. Yeah, unavailable for now. Smite some evils. Oh, I hate it when they do that. Alright. Alright, good. Fine. I can accept that. All right. Lesson learned: save scum the strategic battles. Oh, fuck off! Why are they like this? Oh no, we're winning! Oh, I'm so scared. Idiots. We lost 6 people, and our footmen broke ranks. Unbe-fucking-leavable. Alright, anyway. What's this demon army? The fuck are those guys? Brimaracks. 100 odd hit points each. Those cultists look dumb. Oh my god, there's a giant skeleton legion down here. The broken phylactery of Stevanius the Rotten. This guy we lost was Frank. How can we without Frank? The day is lost. Ugh. Alright, yeah, you go here, I don't care. God, look at all these fucking demon armies, man. How do they stack up? Okay, our army can handle 3s and 4s, ostensibly. It's an entire fort full of succubi. It's kind of okay with that. Kind of okay with that. Sell your excess eyeballs and hire more mercs. Oh, she leveled up. Shit. Yes. Good. +1 power divided by 20. What's our power? Jesus, our power is huge. +20 power divided by 5 bonus to combat morale. The thing is, Scorching Ray is just really, 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 really helpful. We'll go Heroism. Bull Strength sounds good, but it's really expensive. Like, I can just vaporize 2 units for the same cost. Play a foot member from the local LARP group and not actual soldiers from them break so quickly. Okay. She's actually doing pretty good at the moment. I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna try that other army, too. Why the hell not? But I know now, I'm not doing one of these battles unless I can get through it with essentially no losses. Fuck, I keep accidentally fat fingering that button and making them pause. And I do not mean to do that. All right, Scorching Ray will do nothing to Brimarax. I see. Well, I can vaporize the cultists at least. Smoot! Make with the smootin'. Engage! Alright. Oof. This was gonna be a bit tough. Alright, first things first, get rid of all the cultists. Alright, next things next. Thin out the Brimarax. God damn it. Gnurp. Seems like this one will be pretty doable. I think acing the cultists at the beginning helped a lot. Fuck's sake. Alright, why don't you lay on your own hands? There you go. Rahuha. Yeah, you're not even getting attacked right now, so whatever. Huzzah! This kind of just makes me want to play King's Bounty. Alright, cool. Total loss for our foes, total victory for us. After the battle, one of the soldiers noticed a half-effaced inscription on a nearby stone. What remained of the engraving led the Crusaders to a secluded cave where they found a stash of miscellaneous relics that some selflessly devoted clerics had managed to rescue from fallen Dresden. They also discovered flasks of sanctified oil and boxes of reagents for rituals and sacred masses. It appeared the brave priests hid their sacred artifacts in one final attempt to save them from demonic threat. We have material and energy points. Good. Cool. I guess this army can park here for now. What we need... Also... Yeah, can't recruit yet. Alright, and then we are going to make our way to Reliable Redoubt and help the Hell Knights. Interesting, there's a demon army directly across the way from Chili Creek. Can't imagine that's going to cause any problems. Alright, and we are now fatigued. So we'll camp out before we get into this.
By the way, did you know that the amount of money in an individual's possession is directly proportional to the weight of the secrets that individual is hiding?
And did you know that the length of an individual's tongue is inversely proportional to the length of their life?
Awesome. What's this? Oh, cool. Alright, into Reliable Redoubt. If I lose my sword, I've lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. Code of the Paladins of Iomade. Okay, how big is this area? This area is pretty big. Alright. Chat, I know this is going to be heartbreaking for some of you, but I think this is the right place to end for tonight. I don't think I can resolve whatever's going on with the Hell Knights in the next 8 minutes, so I think we'll go ahead and stop here. So, last chance to vote on if you want this to continue into next week, or if you're ready to move on. We'll go ahead and save here. Use the Are We Buddies one. But yeah, if anybody hasn't voted yet and needs to, well, you better do it now, and we'll see what chat intends to do. The strategic management layer of this game has not grown on me. Or it has like a rash, you could say. I'm not thrilled about that part of the game. Rest of it, I'm still enjoying. Even as I run up against the crunchier, more irritating parts of the combat and deeper systems. But I still really like the writing in this game. I still really like the characters. I still really like where it's all going. But yeah. It's becoming clearer why some people were like gave me some warnings about it up front. All right. I'm calling the vote. Let's see how it falls, chat. Let's see what we're doing. And we are going to continue this on Monday. Wrath of the Righteous is hanging in there. So we'll be back with our chaotic good friend Dolok on Monday, it seems. Maybe we will make it to Dresden. I don't know. We're kind of running out of locations to explore with our party, so at that point we're just gonna need to power through all the enemy armies. Dresden or bust, ride or die. So yeah, okay. Schedule reminder, chat. Tomorrow night is the Power Hours. We'll take a little break from all the crusading to continue our own crusade through the pages of Nintendo Power, specifically March of 1995. That'll be Thursday and Saturday. Friday will just be something of my own choosing. Haven't decided yet. Don't even know how I'll feel on Friday. It's a rather dense week as is. There'll be no stream on Sunday because I don't stream on Sunday. And then Monday, we're back here. Or I guess more specifically, back here. We'll be here to help the Hell Knights or piss off the Hell Knights or kill the Hell Knights ourselves. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go down with the Hell Knights. All I know is there are Hell Knights here and we're sort of supposed to help them. We'll see how that goes. I'm not always the most helpful person. So yeah. All right, chat. Well, let's go find somebody to raid, shall we? We'll send you on along downstream. Downstream. I never thought about that. Send you all downstream 5 minutes early. And well, the only person I see up right now is Dama, so you're going back to them. And y'all can watch some more Nine Souls. So that's what we're doing. Hell Knights, thank Iomide. Help has arrived. I'm going to slaughter all of you. Evil, I don't like the look of you. Die. All right, so anyway, chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for joining me for another night of Wrath the Righteous. I'm really glad y'all are enjoying this so much. It's such an interesting game. And it's good to know that big, crunchy, sprawling CRPGs are welcome on this channel, as if I didn't play through the entirety of Fallout 1 and 2 last year. That was last year, right? I'm pretty sure that was last year. But yeah, I'm having a good time with this, and I'm glad you all are too. But hopefully I will see you all out tomorrow night as we start up a new issue of Nintendo Power for the Power Hours. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.